Welcome back, rock fans. Check this out. Do you know what this is? I know. I normally show West Texas rocks. This, however, is a Mexican moss agate. Mexican moss agate. I actually purchased this from my local rock shop in Austin. It looks very similar to the West Texas agate because, well, if you've ever looked at a map, you'll see that Mexico's right over the border, just across the Rio Grande River. So it should come as no surprise that this looks a lot like the mossy West Texas agates that I have been finding. But it also looks like it's going to be pretty special once we get this thing tumbled and polished. I'll bet you this will be a beauty. Let's find out. I'm going to go ahead and get this in the rotary barrel, get it going in the coarse grit. I'll keep it rolling until it's nice and smooth on the outside. Once it's nice and smooth, I'll bring it back in here, and I'll show you what it looks like before moving it onto the polishing stages. After many weeks tumbling in the barrel, our Mexican moss agate is finally finished with the coarse grit, and yes, it's not a perfectly smooth surface. Well, in some areas it is, but as you can see, there were some soft spots there that I just didn't want to try to grind out because honestly, I think this stuff just is throughout the rock. So it was time to stop with the coarse grit and move it on to the polishing stages. I think this is going to be a stunner once it gets shined up. Look at the pattern in there. Isn't that beautiful? I can see two distinct colors. Polishing should really emphasize that. Let's find out. Let me go ahead and get this in the vibratory tumbler. I go for about 10 days, use 4 different grits, and once I'm finished with that final polishing stage, I'll bring this back in here and I'll show you what it looks like. Our big chunk of Mexican moss agate is finally finished with the polishing. How did it turn out? Let's take a look. Wow, it took a nice shine. These agates just about always do. And check out that pattern. Wow. That's just beautiful. I could stare at these moss agates for hours and never get bored. So much to see. See this side here. Wow, and then we've got this, well, soft stuff. What are you gonna do about that, right? It's just nature being nature. Notice on this side, we can see those little white areas. I like the contrast those provide. A beautiful rock. I hope you agree. Thank you so much for watching this video. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please check my playlist. I got lots more like this for you to enjoy. Thanks again for watching.